So this is the season finale of House of the Dragon, and this is my quick reaction, so beware there are going to be some spoilers. Because I came to a somewhat shocking realisation watching this episode, that being that I'm not sure I like this show. The production quality is fine, the costumes and sets were great as usual, the acting I'm not sure reached Game of Thrones level, but it was mostly functional, the writing in places was very clever, the scripting in places was very well crafted. What I realised is that I find this whole season, and this episode in particular, kind of depressing, and on the whole, a bit of a downer. It left me with a bad taste in my mouth. I got to the end, and now I realise, in retrospect, I don't think I enjoyed it. There's just no one to root for in the entire series. In Game of Thrones we had imperfect heroes, we had anti-heroes, we had nuanced villains. In House of the Dragon there's nothing for me to hold on to. I've come to the end and I don't think I liked a single character in it. And I don't watch entertainment to make myself less happy. In Game of Thrones there were moments of genuine happiness to contrast with the brutal or horrible moments. Watching House of the Dragon I found to be an entirely joyless affair. Maybe try and think back for yourself, because when I do it, I can't think of a single moment watching this entire series when I smiled, or laughed, or had any sort of positive emotion whatsoever. And that for me is what House of the Dragon is badly lacking. The good moments with Tyrion and Bronn early in Thrones, the friendships between the men at the Wall, the friendship between Ned Stark and King Robert. So what does this episode have to offer instead? At the start, Rhaenyra gets a visit from Rhaenys after she ran away from King's Landing after killing all of those civilians, and she's there to tell her that her father's dead. She goes on to tell her that the throne has been given to Aegon, her half-brother, so in Rhaenyra's view, the throne belonging to her has been usurped. And the stress of this revelation appears to cause her to miscarry the pregnancy, which she does. And as Daemon plots war and how to hurt the Hightowers and the Greens faction that have taken the throne from them, we get another prolonged scene of a woman giving birth. More screaming, more pain, and as nurses look on horrified, Rhaenyra gives birth to a dead baby. Is this entertainment now? Because I have to tell you, this does not bring me any joy. The endless horror with nothing in between just leaves me feeling numb and hollow. In Game of Thrones, we had genuine laughs, even in the very grim setting. Multiple times, Jerome Flynn made me laugh out loud. There were unlikely friendships, like Tyrion and Bronn. There was love, like Jon Snow and Ygritte. There was Tyrion and Shae. There was Arya and the Hound. There were moments of fun and positivity in the series, like Robb Stark falling in love with Lady Talisa, and this contrasted and emphasised the show's many darker moments. The Red Wedding stood in stark relief to those happy moments with its horror. In contrast, there's no relief in House of the Dragon. The horror and misery in House of the Dragon are pretty much a constant. It never lets up, and I don't think I like it. The show also does not have anything in the way of good moral lessons to teach. Quite the reverse. The actions in the show that get routinely rewarded are frequently grotesquely immoral acts. People get rewarded for murder and treachery, and the show is perpetually mired in a swamp of moral relativism.